guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. I am on location visiting my sister on the coast, and this is actually my niece's condo, but visiting them on the coast. But I wanted to jump out here while we were transitioning for the afternoon and pop into a quick reading for you guys. We're going to be using the animal spirit here. How apropos that on the bottom of the deck is the oyster as we're at the beach. The oyster, ladies, okay? I don't really know what this reading is going to be about. They just said pull 6 cards, and so let's see. The oyster rather is about, when I see the oyster I think of the hangman, because in the hangman in traditional tarot there is someone who is inverted, and I liken it to being a diver for pearls, which is where oysters are made, because you have to hold your breath, be in pain, be in constriction, but there is enlightenment and treasure when you ascend from the murky, cold, oxygen depleted depths. And for some of us, what I'm hearing right now is that we've done that, but they said it was for a payoff, that it wasn't done for no reason, that what comes out when we're ready to release is the wisdom and the treasure that we learned while we were in the trenches. I'm going to, I am outside, so you know everything's windy, so I'm trying to keep everything from blowing away. So the oyster this year for us, when I'm saying this year, I think that we were on the descent for some of us, and they're saying now we get the rewards of diving and restriction and maybe holding ourselves back in certain ways so that we could ultimately ascend. If you were to look at the hangman in the tarot, there is light on the crown of the hangman, because what he gets in return for being inverted and hung, or for doing that deep dive, is high wisdom and a deeper understanding. The second card is the fish. I guess they just want us to have a beach themed energy. Piscean energy here. The energy of duality. Also, what's coming to me is the energy of slipping out of something. Pisces are renowned when they are in trouble to get out of something. They leave emotionally before a relationship is actually over. It's a protective method. And then they leave physically. So there's this kind of slip that a Pisces does. What have you guys slipped out of this year, Divine Feminine? This is, I'm gonna guess this is a year in a recap of the lessons that we learned, okay? So, and here's what we would be taking with us, is that we're still a work in progress with that crescent moon. And with the red on that, we're talking about root chakra grounded energy. And I love the balance of this here, because this also deals with yin and yang. Often when you see Piscean energy depicted, we're dealing with our yin, which is our feminine energy, and our yang, which is our masculine energy. So this talks about coming into balance. One, this is definitely water sign energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And beyond that, what we're also dealing with is illumination. I think it's interesting how the oyster and this fish in the depiction have these rays of light coming out from around it. So there's something happening here where we had an enlightenment, an illumination, and a wisdom that really expanded us into greater growth at 333 Ascended Masters. Thank you, angels. Ascended Masters. The hangman here is modeled after the Christ. They hung Christ on a cross, but martyrs after would say, hang me upside down because I'm not worthy to be hung like the Christ. So very much an illumination, sacrifice for greater ascension at 333 that we just passed, and illumination like Ascended Masters. Piscean energy is also about intuiting and hearing. Intuiting and hearing things that aren't said. So there was a deepening of intuition this year for a lot of you guys, Divine Feminines and Empaths, light workers, intuitives, who's ever here watching. There was a deepening of your intuition and your understanding. We have 4 more cards, guys. Let's see what's next. The Swan. I love it for you, ladies. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Yes, we've gone from gangly ducklings to beautiful swans gliding effortlessly across bodies of water. Bodies of water means our emotions, guys. We've mastered our emotions with grace. Oh my God, that's a message. We mastered our emotions with grace. A lot of us in this past year went through many things. I've talked to a lot of you guys about losses, about romantic entanglements, about actual people passing away in your families, and you did it with grace. You did it with the help of spirit. You did it with your own integrity. You did it without help. Some of you were raising kids and managing things and figuring out how to be a teacher, as well as y'all, I'm struggling out here in this wind, to be a teacher from home, and a wife, and a mother, or a husband, or a dad. Sorry, I'm struggling with my hair too. It's in my, I feel it. All right, the phantom things that we mastered. That's what that was about. Thank you, angels, and now it's perfect. The phantom things that we mastered with grace. A grace that other people notice. And now you step into this really beautiful place where you are not only seen, but you are recognized as someone who may have some wisdom to give, but also doesn't mind the process. Because to go from the ugly duckling to the graceful swan, there was a process that wasn't fun and that was maybe painful, but you did it. Let's take a look here. Oh, if you can be anything, be anything. But if you can be a unicorn, be that. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I thought I saw it here, but I did not. Oh, I did. Thank you, angels. Prove to me you've got some coordination. Slay, divine feminine, or you get eliminated. I don't know why that's in my head. There's something about you coming into yourself this year and really understanding how special you are. You are a unicorn. Usually we don't see two together, right? But I thought that it would be beautiful to depict this, because what this conveys to me is an alignment of chakras. Literally every chakra is represented here in this unicorn, as it is rainbow colored, and the chakras are. So you really balanced yourself, and that's what makes you so unique. And that color is actually mimicked here in the card in the moon. A full moon. Fully in control of your emotions. When I think of the moon as we sit here with the waves crashing behind us, I think of the ebbs and flows of life. And the moon controls the gravitational pull of the tides. You guys have stood firmly in your unique energy, unicorns, and you have balanced out this year, if you're watching this video, and learned lessons, and also learned the beauty in being absolutely individual and not acquiescing to what societal norms are, into taking out patriarchy, into standing in your divine feminine and empress energy. You stand out, and you do so unapologetically with wisdom that is transmitted. Thank you, seagulls, for agreeing. With wisdom that is transmitted through this antenna, through this horn. You are tuned in to the source, my lovelies. And that's why you've come into alignment, so that you can evolve. Thank you, angels. All right, 2 more. And then I'm going to finish up and go spend some time with my family. Who got a golden ticket? I did this year. I actually did, and I can't wait to share with you guys about it. But beyond this, you did. This reading isn't about me. This reading is about you and what you accomplished and what you did. You got a golden ticket, divine feminine. This golden egg embodies the knowledge that you've always had within you, but also the way that you've decided to utilize it. You carry your weight. This is reminding me of the Bible verse regarding a Proverbs 31 wife who is in the world and is a businesswoman and provides for her family. She's an entrepreneur. She brings well speaking to her mate's name. Whether you are in a heterosexual or same-sex relationship, you are the counterpart, if you're watching, that does this. And if there's no relationship, you bring worthiness and energy to your community, to your family, to the people around you. And you did that by incubating. I love this. This is a nod to the incubation. Sorry, guys. This is a nod to the I have my camera upside down, so I'm out of sorts here. This is a nod to the incubation you did this year. And it reminds me of another reading that I just put up regarding the 4 of Pentacles, reminding me of a chicken sitting on her eggs, you know, a hen sitting on her eggs and nurturing that. There's something that you nurtured inside of you and now it's radiating outside of you. You nested, you took time to recover, and in the recovery you found yourself in the most abundant ways, and now you are something. And you know what I'm thinking of too is Veruca Salt, who was a bad egg, not a golden egg. I want the world, I want the whole world, I want to lock it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. I want today, I want tomorrow. What are you wishing for your tomorrows? See, Veruca Salt was, I don't know why they're taking me here, but here we go. Veruca Salt was an example of being rude, right? She was essentially rude and bratty and entitled. With Divine Feminine, if you have this golden egg, you have earned the ability not to be rude and entitled, but to be sure about what you want and to say that you want that. That's how manifestation works. I have a video here. I'm everything that my rhymes say. Indeed you are. If you want the golden egg and you are the golden egg, then you say to the universe, source, God of wonders above all majesty that created the heavens, the earth, and the seas behind me, I want a thing. And you don't say it bratty. You can say please and thank you. Let me tell you how you say thank you. You pray, you meditate, you give homage to your ancestors, and you wait. Because when you've done your internal work, nothing can deny you. And you are worthy and deserving. And you have value, incredible, abundant value that you extend to others. Last card, ladies. Oh my God. I love this. I love this so much for you. Here's what's happening, Divine Feminine. You bend over. Let me see you shake a tail feather. I'm thinking of Tina. But the energy that I want you to understand. Hi, sis. I'll be out in 1 second. The energy that I want you to understand is this. You are a Gemini. Well, you know, you're not a Gemini. Well, maybe some of you are Geminis. This is Geminian energy, okay? The peacock is actually the bird of India. The peacock also is associated with Gemini energy, which is interesting because I always think of Leo with this. But what I want you to understand is it's okay for your plumage to show. It's okay for you to be confident. Remember what I just said. We're not bratty and entitled. We're sure of what we are. We know our value and our worth and what we bring. And it's okay for you to shine and show up. I think a lot of us spend a lot of time in the last couple of years as we were moving through some karmic cycles as we went into direct with Saturn here in Aquarius, which is amazing. Excuse me, the age of Aquarius and Saturn going direct. We were hiding out and kind of like, I will say, a little bit worse for wear in the bomb shelter, like really like kind of hiding out. It's time to come out. The sun will come out tomorrow. The sun is out. It's out today. It will be out next year. It will be out all throughout this next 10 years because the Divine Feminines that are watching are understanding that it's okay to put on a little show now. Let's talk about a little show. This peacock also deals with mating dances as well. It's interesting because the peahens are not as majestic and beautiful as the peacocks. The peacock is male energy. I love this for you, Divine Feminine, and not for the reasons you think I'm going to say. This isn't about your new Buddha thing. This is about you coming into a balanced masculine yang and yin energy. Yang is masculine energy. You got this card today, Divine Feminine, because it's okay for you to be a powerhouse. Masculine energy is associated when we're working with our signs and such, with making money, business acumen, quick decisions, King of Swords, Mercurial, and not as emotional. Now we have our emotions here. We've incubated. You see this perfect blend? This is very, very yin energy. Very, very feminine, maternal energy. And they perfectly paired it. A chicken, not a chicken, but a peacock, a bird, a fowl with an egg. It's because you need both for creation to exist. And you guys are the ultimate creators, Divine Feminine. What magical things I've got to talk to you guys about this year that you've manifested. And I just want to say, like, to infinity and beyond. But as you're going to infinity and beyond, understand this. We're talking about this bird not taking flight, but being perched in trees. Oh, ladies, it's time to be perched. Okay, ladies, we can get in formation. It's time to be perched. I want you guys to understand It's funny that I talked about Veruca Salt and entitlement. It's not entitlement. It's an understanding of your power and your prowess at this time. And if you want to be perched, my loves, then indeed be perched and allow things to come to you. I love you so much, my boos. I love you. All right, come back and join me next time and continue with me as we evolve together.